Hi, I'm Jian, and this is my second episode about Level 2 Gym Instructor course, Practical Assessment. So, I am currently taking Level 3 Personal Training course, and about 2 weeks before, I took my Level 2 Practical Assessment and I passed. I used to work as a fitness instructor when I was in Korea, so I was quite interested in UK fitness industry, and I found out level 2 and level 3 is essential to work at the gym, and that's how I enrolled to the course. I'm taking course from Origin, and it is an online course that includes 2 workshops and 2 practical assessments. I do recommend it. I think on-sites are quite time consuming, and because it's online, the price is quite nice too. And if you have like questions, you can just ask. You can book a time slot for the phone call also, and it's quite empty, so I think you can take advantage of a lot of different ways, like giving a call or email, and I think that's enough to study about this level 2 and level 3. So yeah, let's go right into it. So right before I take this practical assessment, I was super nervous because I don't have experience teaching in English, and booking for this assessment was so hard. I didn't want to go there again and wait for another few months for this. So I searched for information online. However, it was quite hard to find, and I thought it would be nice to leave some tips about it. The most important thing is all written in level 2 practical assessment procedure, and it is something that you should read multiple times before you go. And here it says all learners will arrive at the venue at 10 minutes before. I personally arrived at about 30 minutes before, and the instructors actually know who came first, and they offer you whether you'd like to go first or not. Because I kind of lack of confidence, I said I will go for a second. But if you're ready to go, you can go first and then you can just leave first. So I do recommend you to arrive there early. And let's go into the session. So for the introduction, it will be starting with the welcome, hi, I'm Jian, hi, Tintin, and something like this. And the most important thing is brief the client on the facility health and safety procedures. So even though you know this is a really important thing that is on the checklist, sometimes you get nervous and you just forget it. That's what my partner did. So even though the instructor told her right beforehand, she just totally forgot. But please mention this because it is in the checklist. And then it will be how's your body condition? Was there any recent injuries? And then it will be something today the session will be 2 cardio exercises, 2 fixed resistance, free weight, body weight, and ending with the stretches. For the cardiovascular section, it starts with 5-minute warm-up, and then dynamic stretches, and then 10-minute main cardiovascular exercise. So for the first one, you can just briefly show how to get on the machine and then safely come back from the machine, and let the client warm up a little. And while the client is working, you might feel kind of awkward, oh, maybe I should talk about something kind of things. So if you at this situation, you should mention about the 1 to 10 scale. So you can say like 1 is like I'm really chilled, 2 10 is like I'm dying. So please tell me what number you are feeling, and in the future you can ask like what number you are on later on. So yeah, that's some point you can talk about. And then dynamic stretches, this is quite straightforward, so yeah, it's fine. And then for the second cardiovascular exercise, you need to know about the LSD graph and the interval graph. I'm sure you guys already know about this, but just to be clear, for the intervals, it's a like work and then rest and work and then rest, right? And for the rest, it is not like completely resting. It is just keeping a low pace. The reason why I'm pointing out is it happened to me. So my partner wanted me to row for 1 minute and then just let go of the handle for about 1 minute. And the instructor was like saying, why is she not working out? So please keep in mind that rest is not rest for the interval. It is just low pace. So let's get into the fixed resistance and all those body weight and free weight. Well, for these exercises, there's no shortcut. You need to memorize all the muscles and related exercises because you don't know how the instructors will ask about. If you would like to just study less, I don't really have time to like memorize all the muscles and exercises. I do recommend you to maybe give a priority, like the machines that every gym have, like lat pull down and pull-ups. Those things are definitely in the gym that you're having assessment. So there is a higher chance for you to demonstrate about it. For the barbell exercises, there's not many chance of you using the barbell. So I would recommend you to memorize more of a dumbbell for the free weight. Cable exercises are quite important. They want to know what kind of exercises you can do with the cable. So like cable push down, cable wood chop. I'm not sure about the cable wood chop, but things that you usually do with the cable, yes. So those things are important. Well, the best thing is that you memorize all the exercises and the muscle, so that you don't get too nervous what will come next. For this session, there are some tips that you can do while doing this assessment. So first thing is you can count the numbers for the client. It might look quite simple, but it does make you look like professional and you're like taking care of the client. I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, like this kind of things quite loud, and when it goes to like 10, 11, I'm like, you can do it, like perfect kind of things, because I know that my English might be a little short, so I thought showing this more of a care will show that I am ready to pass this assessment. So this is one tip. And second one is you don't need to worry too much about the steps for the exercise. For example, like if you do like a sit chest press, I've seen a lot of videos saying like first adjust the sit and then like put your shoulder and like parallel in your in this grip, and you will like this, something like that. However, for level 2, they don't need you to go too deep. So it's more like adjust the sit and then you do like this. And it's like, it's good for your pectorals, something like this. So yeah, just mention the muscle you're practicing and some like adjusting things, and that's almost everything you need to know about. Well, definitely power grid. This is another thing you should memorize. Just memorize like one in everything, and then it's mostly hypertrophy, I think, but like endurance, hypertrophy, strength, just memorize one step and you'll be able to perform your teaching right away when they say like just show me this workout in hypertrophy way. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And for the close of the section, so this is when you can talk about the client's condition. So I do recommend you to just keep an eye on some maybe imbalance of the client's body, like your left is weaker than right, or your lower body is really strong. That's, I think it's a great thing. Or like your core is tight, things like that. You can mention those things. And also for throughout the session, the most important thing is put the client's eye level as similar as your eye level. So if the client is doing push-ups or like stretching their glutes while lying down, sit down next to the client and don't stand up, so that it shows that you are taking care of the client. I think that was like one of the things that my instructor mentioned about me. So yeah, I do recommend you to do some small gestures that you show the clients and taking care of. Yeah. And I think that's about it. It will be easier than you think. I'm sure about this. But please memorize all the muscles and the exercises for the fixed weight, free weight, and body weight, and the power grid, and lastly the LSD and interval. And those 3 things, if you memorize all 3, then you will pass. So hopefully this helps and relieve your nervousness. And if I can do it, I mean, definitely you'll be able to do it. So yeah, good luck with the assessment. Bye.